Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for the Monday Q&As. So let's get it done. First question. Hey Jason, having my wisdom teeth out. Complications mean it won't be a standard operation. I'll be unable to train for a week, most likely 2. How should I approach my nutrition, and could supplementation be helpful, as I won't be able to eat properly for a while? I've been through this myself. I have a little experience with this because when I was 18, I had to have my wisdom teeth removed. Mine were severely impacted, and I had to have mine under anesthesia, had to have stitches in my gum lines and everything. And it sucks. So I know exactly what you're going through. I was pretty much on a liquid diet for about a week. So what I would recommend for someone who lifts, now obviously you may not be able to train. Whatever your dentist and the oral surgeon tells you to do with your training, however many days they tell you to take off, do not deviate from that. Because if you end up throwing a clot or something because of the exertion, your downtime is going to be even worse. You can end up with a dry socket, all sorts of problems. Also, do not drink anything with a straw. They're going to tell you that since you're going to be probably on a liquid diet for at least a few days, maybe a week, maybe more. Don't drink out of a straw. Don't be tempted to. You're going to have to just use a spoon. That's what I would recommend. You're going to be drinking a lot of smoothies and a lot of protein shakes. If you need to get your essential fatty acids, though, in some milled flaxseed, but maybe that might not even work because that might get caught up in the teeth. You might have to go to like a flaxseed oil. But in short, learn to like soups, smoothies, and protein shakes, because that's what you're going to have to do. Now, it is possible for you to get proper nutrition doing this. If you have to take a week off from the gym, it's no big deal. You're not going to lose much muscle in a single week. Not so much that you couldn't regain it in 2 workouts. As long as your nutrition is adequate. So it's going to be a liquid diet. All right, next question. What's the biggest calorie surplus you would recommend for someone who wants to get into powerlifting before the fat gain overshadows the strength progression? This gets tough to answer. This is really going to depend upon the individual, how advanced they are, whether they're drug-free, whether they're on drugs, what drugs they're on, what kind of doses. Because let's be honest, when drug doses go up, you can get away with a hell of a lot more carbs without gaining any extra body fat from it. Now, there are limits to even that, but that reality is there. Then there's the factor of what sort of weight class are they wanting to go into, because guys who are going into a lot heavier weight classes can get away with more body fat in any of the situations. It doesn't matter. So it's kind of hard to answer that. Now, I would say, let's go down to who most of you are. Most of you are drug-free lifters, the majority of my audience. Most of you are not moving up into heavyweight classes yet. So that being said, I'm going to say for most of you, you don't need more than about a 10% calorie surplus, which means if your maintenance is 3,500, that's a 350 calorie surplus, about 3,850. You don't need more than that. I think beyond that, for you guys who are going to be most of the audience there, that's going to be the upper threshold at which your extra body fat gains are not going to be good for your Wilks score in relationship to the strength gain. So that's going to be your upper threshold. All right, next question. And this is coming from one of my regular question askers, a regular subscriber who's a bikini and figure competitor from the Czech Republic. And she asked, is it bad to wear high heels often? This is the first time you guys are going to see me just flat out say this in a video. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sorry, Cat. I don't have an answer for you there. You're going to have to do your own research. But just once I wanted to do that in a Q&A. All right, guys. Well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative. And I will talk to you guys next time in part 2.